And well, for more on this, we now have with us Dr. Zohreh Karazemi. She's joining us live on the broadcast. She is a professor in American Studies Department at the University of Tehran. Welcome to WION. Now, Dr. Zohreh, Israel has said that it has completed the retaliatory strikes on Iran. According to reports now, Iran has said that the precision Israeli strikes will be met with proportional reaction. The obvious question at this point of time is, what kind of retaliation can we expect from Iran as of now?
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, Israel's claims on retaliating is false because the two strikes Iran did already was both in retaliation and response to the act of regression that Israelis had done. One on the consulate center in Damascus that destroyed and annihilated and actually killed our diplomats. And the second one was in the response of the terror act of the actually killing and murdering Ismail Haniyeh in Tehran. So this time I can say that a new aggression is done by Israelis, not an act of retaliation. The second is that I'm living in Tehran, you know, and in the just early morning, I woke up with these voices and actually sort of maybe it was an explosion or sort of air defense, for example, machines. But in the morning now I'm in the faculty and everything is running well as usual in Iran. Everything is calm, and officials said that they are investigating. If it was the act of sabotage, like the terror acts, like the sabotages that Israelis always do, it can have one sort of response. And if it's just hitting with missiles, so it's very, can be counted much more aggressive, because after Iran-Iraq war, it would be the first time that a foreign air force may interrogate and actually pass the borders and hit Tehran. That is very act that we cannot really ignore, and I think the response would be even harsher. I think anyway Iran would respond. I'm not sure when, because it's very much depending on their strategies and the military officials. But my prediction is that it would be the right to reply, and this actual response would be even harsher than the previous ones, because as I said, it was not a retaliation but an act of aggression.
Right, and Iran has said that it will respond to the act of aggression by Israel. The statement coming out of Iran is that the strikes by Israel on Iran has been limited, and according to the Iranian officials, Israel has not achieved their goals. But I want to ask you that where were Iran's defenses when Israel launched those strikes in the early hours of this morning? How were Iran's multi-layered defense system functioning? Because we did not see Iran perhaps intercepting those missile attacks from Israel.
I think that Israel's propaganda is much beyond what they did. And about these technical details, I think it's much better to wait the Iranian officials that are much more honest than Israelis, because Israelis media war already started. They try to magnify and actually overestimate what they did. What I understand in my immediate environment in Tehran is that it's not that harsh, it's not that successful that they tried to say. However, they said that it was the defense and actually the military bases, but the military bases should be something harsh explosions or something that has any visible consequences, that we don't see such a thing here. But the Israeli and Americans media and the Western media corporations are trying to make a sort of propaganda of the Israel power, in this sense that we don't believe after a year of having the experience of the lies and propaganda of this sort of media.
All right. Do you think that the Israeli precision strikes on Iran will close out the direct conflict between Iran and Israel at this point of time?
I don't think so. None of the countries, not Iran, not Israel, like to escalate to a direct and full-fledged war. Israel is not in the position to do so because it's well trapped in southern Lebanon now. They could not even enter to Lebanon. That's a small country that doesn't have an army, against Hezbollah that is just a militia, actually. Then you can imagine that how would be the confrontation with Iran with full prepared military. So I think Israel is not in the position, and Iran has not no determination to do so. So I don't think it would be a direct and full-fledged war.
Dr. Zakim, Iran has confirmed that, news just coming in, Iran has confirmed that the strikes by Israel on Iran's military bases were limited. You speak that Israel does not have the capabilities to thwart Iranian attacks. But on October 1st, when Iran attacked Israel, around 100 missiles were launched from Iran towards Israel. And most of them were intercepted by Israel's Iron Dome and the Arrow air defense system there. And now Israel also has the THAAD missile defense system given by the US, along with the F-16 positioned in Israel. So at this point of time, how do you see Israel perhaps thwarting any kind of Iranian attacks? Because it does look like that the military posturing in Israel has only beefed up.
Yeah, even about the Iron Dome, about the Arrow defense, but you know that it's not Israel, but you're talking about the United States military system in the region. Israel is not in the position to even defend itself. It's very weak, very much damaged. But if you talk about the American military system, yes, it's advanced. It has lots of facilities. It already gave billions of dollars, and actually this armed staff to Israel, and all these war crimes and genocide that Israel has done in the region was very much the blood is in hands of the United States, and they cannot clean it historically. But about the capabilities, even when Iran struck in response to Haniyeh terror in Tehran, in Wadi Sadr II, lots of the hits were never reported. A lot of censorship is in Israel that never lets the people know about the truth, about the real casualties, about the real places hit. So it would be something more than it was reported by the Israeli reporters.
Right.
And I think Iran is still, we're waiting for the technical and investigations to see what really happened and how we intercepted or not.
Right, Dr. Kharazmi, thank you so much for joining us and WION with your insights. And as of now, the Israeli cabinet and Netanyahu's office has said that they will assess the impact of the precision strikes on Iran. But thank you for joining us on the show with your insights.
Thank you.